Healthcare workers these days are not only working to treat people suffering from the virus, they're looking into how it can affect you later in life. Neurologists are studying the relationship between the coronavirus and the brain. Here's News Channel 6's Chloe Salsameda.
There are still a lot of questions about how COVID-19 affects us long term. Well, here at the Medical College of Georgia, they're researching how it affects our brain and if it can lead to complications later in life.
And then follow my finger with just your eyes. Look all the way to your left.
Inside the Medical College of Georgia, researchers hard at work studying something that can't be seen by the naked eye. How COVID-19 impacts the neurological system.
A lot of people are reporting new onset headaches. Some people are noticing brain fog or cognitive issues. Some are reporting higher depressive and anxiety symptoms, as well as loss of taste and smell sensation.
Participants are being monitored for 5 years, undergoing several cognitive tests to see how their symptoms change over time.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the ACE2 receptor, which is that receptor that the coronavirus uses to enter our cells. So I think that will help uncover a little bit more about this virus and how it interacts and causes lots of different symptoms in different individuals.
Amar Jihad sees the study as an opportunity to give back to the medical community.
I was fortunate enough to go through COVID, not have too bad of symptoms, and get through it in any way I can help, give answers. I'm more than happy to help.
Elbow that push-up as strong as you can.
Jihad says he was tired and had some body aches while battling COVID, but others are reporting symptoms that not only affect their physical health, but their mental health.
Well, we're looking at anxiety as well, and that does tend to be high. And it's hard to say if it's just because it's a pandemic and, everyone is kind of losing their social networks. And it's a time where I would say a lot of Americans feel depressed and anxious. But I do feel that those who are particularly affected by these neurological symptoms tend to score much higher than we would expect.
It's a complex study that will hopefully bring some answers to many unsolved questions. In Augusta, Chloe Salsameda, Wjbf, News Channel 6.
If you live in Georgia and AU Health diagnosed you with the coronavirus, you can take part in this study. We have information on how to sign up on our website, Wjbf.com. The Super Bowl is the biggest television event of the year, but Super Bowl parties could be super spreaders this year if we're not careful. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell asking football fans to be safe this Sunday, gather in small groups, wear your PPE, and the CDC even says you should just have virtual watch parties. Yeah, but Super Bowl Sunday is not the only event that looks different during this pandemic. A lot of things like weddings have been canceled, postponed, or just completely reimagined.
Pretty much everybody did an outdoor situation with their venue, and only a few did indoor venues, and the few that did do inside venues had a really hard time with stipulations and capacity and mask and stuff like that.
And Holloman says a lot of couples have shrunk their guest lists and then handed out masks to their guests. Well, let's take a look at the homeless count from 2019 shows there are some 400 people in our area who are homeless. About 30 are veterans. Local nonprofits are making changes to try to meet the needs of the community during the pandemic. News Channel 6's Dearnisa Jefferson has that.
For local nonprofits, working during the pandemic has certainly come with its challenges. But leaders tell me even though the way they reach people is different due to COVID-19, the work they're doing is just as important. Running a nonprofit organization in the midst of a pandemic means making a lot of changes. Marquita Rucker, founder of the SWAT Foundation, is learning to adapt.
We've started to do things to adapt to the new norm. I think that's what has helped keep us afloat.
The SWAT Foundation helps families impacted by cancer. As a result, Rucker says they changed many of their events to contactless to protect the immune system compromised families.
In order to overcome those things, we start making our events drive-through and contactless. So you can drive through our events, get the information that we have, get the free things that we have, and you don't have to leave the comfort of your car.
Another local organization is hosting a coat drive for the homeless. Organizer Megan Mendez says though donations started out slow, it's picked up. and they're meeting a big need for the homeless, especially due to the recent cold weather.
As you go out there and you start doing stuff and you realize how much of a need there is out there. The last couple of days have been really, really cold here, so I think this is the best time that we could have done this.
If you would like to make a coat donation, you can come here to 3540 Wheeler Road and drop it off. In Augusta, Dergisa Jefferson, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Still ahead, a Georgia lawmaker is speaking out after her colleagues took away